Well, howdy y'all. Stained Glass Rebel here, getting ready to play my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game. Um, it's been a while since I've played through it. Have played through it a number of times, but it's been a little bit. So yeah, I'm really excited. I told Nerd Pastor Nate over at Checkpoint Church that I'm a part of. I told him that as soon as I got a capture card that I was going to be streaming this game, and real excited to do that. So I'll be quiet throughout the. Oh, did I mess up? Did I not hit play? Oh, and you can't skip this cutscene either. Excuse me. So we'll get into it here in just a minute. Alright, yep. That's what I thought. So, we're going to use the standard sphere grid. We're going to use the arranged soundtrack, though. I do like the original soundtrack, but um, I do like the updated soundtrack as well. No, be quiet. Yeah, I know. I love the music, the visual. I love everything about this game. I don't. Ugh, so good. I must have bought this game um, 4 or 5 different times because I tried to convince myself that after I played it the last time, I wasn't gonna play it again. I didn't need it. I didn't need to get it on the new system. You know, I've had it on every system that it's come out on, except I don't have it on my Switch.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Maybe our last chance. The soundtrack of this game is just amazing. Now the question is, will I be able to remember anything? Probably. It's been, you know, it's been, oh gosh, it's been a while since I played it, but it's definitely it's gonna bring back all the feels. I made a playlist of BGM as lullaby music for my daughter, and To Zanarkand was one of my absolute faves every time it popped up. Yeah. There's nothing, there's no bad track on this soundtrack. You know, what party build? I don't know. I love Waka. I don't know. I like them all. Like, I don't necessarily, let's see, I think usually when I've run this game, I've spent a lot of time leveling up all the characters. We're going to change the name for a change. Let's see, what's the, oh my gosh, let's see, there we go. Holy Lord, couldn't remember the buttons here. Stain, let's see, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have a preferred build, so to speak. It's more like just situational. I have yeah, I like them all except Kamari. You know, I don't hate on Kamari. I think that if you get him through the sphere grid enough, he becomes pretty useful. Yeah, I don't know. I like his ability to gain abilities based on, you know, like, enemies. So I happen to... Wait, what? Confirm. What am I doing? There we go. My goodness. Yeah, I just... I don't know. I guess it's all... Yeah, I guess it's all situational, really. I wish I could say I was going to use so-and-so all the time, but... They all come in and out, He's the one that takes the most work for you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Kamari is... He is a beast to level up, to make useful.
Good luck tonight.
Well, it's because he doesn't have a role. You know, he's sort of like, you can make him whatever you want. Now, because I'm using the standard sphere grid and not the expert sphere grid, it's going to actually take even more work. I'm trying to remember. Probably near the end game, though, he doesn't get that much use. My favorite character to use, I think, is probably Waka. I love Waka. I like Blitzball, to be honest with you. You know, Yuna is good for the summons, obviously.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight?
I bet.
You can't tonight.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
I've played through this game,
Promise.
you know, at least a half a dozen times from beginning to end. I still have no idea what this story is about. It's one of those situations where the story is, it's good. It's confusing as all get out. But is the game audio okay on your end? Because it's really loud coming through my headphones. But I think I have it adjusted so that it's pretty good. Should be pretty good coming through the stream. Oh yeah, I think when you ask the question, you know. Okay, good. When you ask the question about what would be your dream nerdy sermon,
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jack.
I had a bunch of ideas, but like honestly, there's so much going on in this game. You could write dozens.
We all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking?
If you ever want to collab on
Go and run a step
on,
back home.
on
We sat up
Final
talking
Fantasy
about
X,
you all night.
nerdy sermon, man, you got your guy right here.
Make way, make
Oh,
way.
get out of my way.
Coming through. Sorry.
Being famous is so difficult.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
The running here
Hey,
is
let go of me.
so stupid. Fun side note. When I was setting up the stream, my background... Oh, speaking of which, that's a little bit off. When I was setting up my background and all of that... Oh, love the music here. My wife came in a few times to make sure I wasn't working, because I'm on vacation. She's back to work this week, and she made me promise that I wasn't going to do any work this week. So, that's kind of why this is happening right now. I'm waiting for a friend to show up so we can go get some breakfast, and gonna just do this probably most of the week. Orin. I was the kind of player, and I'll probably do this way down the road, but I went through and got all the best of Blitzball players. I would play this game for hours on end just to play Blitzball. It's one of the, probably the most fun side games in a Final Fantasy game, probably in like any game really. It's just a fun game. I liked Gwent in The Witcher almost as much as I liked Blitzball, but Blitzball is probably my favorite side game. Yeah, Orin is, well, he's specialized, right? He doesn't have much beyond brute strength and armor break, really, that make him useful. But eventually, you know, you can get those skills in other players, and so he becomes... I like his story, though. I like all their stories, but his story is... Oh, now I gotta get used to the map again.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's kind of like, here, let me help you through this game so you don't die early on. Absolutely.
It begins.
It begins. That's exactly how I feel about this right now. It
Don't
begins.
cry.
I can't stop smiling. I love this game.
What the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look,
Hey, Nate, did you ever I'm sure you did. If you love this game as much as I do, I'm sure you spent the time to do it. Do you ever do the dodging thunderbolts in the thunder planes to get that sigil for the ultimate weapon there? For I think that's the one you collect for Kamari, one of the pieces. I think it's dodge 200? Is it 100 or 200 lightning bolts in a row? Oh, that is the worst. Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking of that, going, am I going to try and do that this time? Do I really want him to have that bad enough? Probably if I end up playing long enough, I might. I never will again. Yeah. That's the most tedious task in this game, no matter what. Everything else pales in comparison to that, because it's so hard. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it streaming, because of if there's any lag to the input, it'll be impossible.
A gift from Jet.
I remember having to pause the game multiple times the first time I was able to get through it. Yeah. But if you do that, if I remember correctly, if you pause it and you aren't right on when you come back, it could screw it up. Oh, fight, finally. After what? 15, 20 minutes of the beginning, attack. I tried to get my wife into this game, but she does not like turn-based combat in games. Well, she's not really a gamer anymore anyway, but when she was, she didn't like that. It's one of my favorite aspects of this game.
Don't bother going after all of them. Come.
I'm just getting all wrapped up listening to the music. I wish I had more to say, but this game honestly speaks for itself. Yeah, I could see you. Yeah, I could definitely see you cosplaying Orin. That would, yeah. Overdrives. Oh crud! Left, right, 0, square. Okay. Oh, that was like a little muscle memory there. Yeah, I could see you cosplaying Orin. I have no idea, honestly, no idea what I would do if I ever did that. But you've got the look. You'd have to do a little trimming up right there, though. Oh, come on. Ugh. Get it together, Russo. I remember the first time I ever played this not realizing that you can't die in this fight. Familiar with... That sounds like something I have heard of, but I'm not... I wouldn't say familiar. Why? Although, you should just look it up. While I'm sitting here hitting X over and over and over again. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think you might have mentioned it over on the Discord. Possibly. Maybe not. That's pretty... Okay, that's why. Hey, Perspectus. Thanks for stopping in. Say hi. Love it. What, you can't stream at work? Come on now. Don't give me that nonsense. I say as I would never stream from... Well, I would never stream a video game from work. Oh, save point. Or, as we call it over in our sphere, a checkpoint. Hey, yeah, thanks. I know. I better save, though, because I don't want to have to sit through that entire opening sequence again. Yes, I do. Come on, come on, come on. Well, yeah, I guess you probably couldn't get away with streaming while you're in those kinds of meetings. Watching streams is definitely work for you, Nate. Definitely work for you. It's called research.
Huh?
You're supporting the leaders
Give me a
of
break,
Checkpoint.
man.
So, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, right. Nice gig. I'll have to look up that bespoke post. I'm always into looking for stuff like that. Checkpoint Church is where it's at, definitely. Oh, now, I think you can die in this fight. Although, this is really just smash X until I'm allowed to attack the little thing over there on the side. So does it, if you can opt, so do you pay each month, or do you pay only on the months that you accept what they're selling? Also, I just want to shout out to myself here for being able to get the Twitch chat to show up on the stream. I spent way too long trying to figure out how to make that happen. You pay if you don't opt out. Okay. Yeah, shout out to myself. Listen, you gotta love yourself. If you can't love yourself, that's right. You'll love to see yourself shout out. Listen, if you can't love yourself, then you can't offer people what you don't have. So you can't expect anybody else to love you if you don't even at least like yourself. Although I would say I love myself more than I like myself some days. If I didn't love me, I don't know how I'd put up with me. So my friend is going to be getting here probably around 10-ish. So I'll probably stop here in about 45 minutes. Absolutely.
This is it.
This is it.
This is your story.
So I have that light right back there. I gotta find a better place for that. Actually, I just need to get an extension cord because my head keeps blocking it, and I love that thing. I have a bunch of different plates for it, but I only ever use the R2-D2 one.
Hey.
I don't even know what Buish would know. Well, we gotta get Buish over here. I am the worst when it comes to emojis. I'm of the age probably where some things that I should understand better, I just don't. Where are we going? There we go. Checked.
I thought about a lot of
Emojis
things.
are one of those things. That's why you only
Like
ever see me use, like,
where I
the same
was,
3 over on the
what
Discord.
I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy.
Started to
I
feel
think
lightheaded
I had
and
a dream.
sleepy. That's
A
me
dream
after
of being
every
alone.
admin council
I
meeting.
wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
That sounds like an unhealthy codependent dynamic there. How do you pronounce his name? I always, as a kid, pronounced it Titus, even though I think canonically it's Titus. But, I will probably mispronounce it Titus probably this whole game, because that's one of those things that even though I know the truth, my brain won't accept it.
Anybody there? Aaron!
Yeah, Titus, it is. Well, I used to also kind of permutate it into a non-kid friendly version as well. But yeah, Titus is how I always thought it was until, I don't know, I can't even remember how I learned that it wasn't that. Alright, let's see. I know there are a couple, I keep trying to rotate the screen, you know, like you can do in games now. But not this one. This is one of those fixed... Oh, come on, let's get up here. How do I get... What am I doing? Alright, let's see. I know there's at least one chest in this place. Yeah. Titus, yeah. No, we did not. What I really just need to do is pull up a map of an interactive map to show me where these things are. I don't think I'm missing anything too special though. Probably like potions or something. Let's see. Oh. Can't read that. I have...
What do we have here?
Nope, can't read
Nope, can't read it.
it. There we go. The thing I don't want to miss out on, honestly, through this playthrough is any of the Al Bhed primers. I hate not being able to read what they're saying. There we go. No Al Bhed dictionary found. Okay, no, get out of here. Hit too many buttons. I think, honestly, the camera thing is going to be the thing that takes me the most to get used to. It was one of the things that bothered me initially about when I was playing, as I play through Baldur's Gate 2. Well, Baldur's Gate. Because, like, that's such a fixed screen. I'm sure if I looked it up, I'm sure I could find a way to do it, but, you know, where's the fun in that? I probably will, though. Here, pull up a map in a minute. I actually have a walkthrough sitting here, but I'm not looking at it, because I don't need it at the moment. Played this game enough times that I probably don't even need to have one to do most of the things. Just, I know there are a couple of spots where I routinely miss those primers when I can get them the first time. Ah. I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt that it does as well. Let's see, can I get up there? No, I can't. Alright, let's fight. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. This fight music, oh. I feel like anytime I go, I wish I could have this as my own personal soundtrack anytime I go into an uncomfortable situation that which is pretty much any face-to-face conversation. Actually, face-to-face conversations are for me much better than, say, like a phone call. If I had to, anytime I have to make a phone call, I think I need this fight music to just play in the background as I'm on this phone call, because I just hate being on the phone. That one church member, I don't have. I think we all have the one every appointment, which kind of makes me wonder, though, who's your one right now? I don't think this game gets enough credit, too, for some of the monster design. They have some really interesting looks throughout this game. Really, the Final Fantasy series as a whole does, but like there are some things that show up in this game that I don't think show up in any others. Yellow card. Yeah. I didn't actually expect you to answer that on stream. So I would also like to think that the fact that you're here interacting means that I'm keeping you from something actually important.
I thought I was gonna die in this place.
And I'm here for that. I thought I was gonna die in this place. Alright, nope, wrong way. Okay, I don't like that. Why is it... I get what... Is the sound of his feet funky on your end? I don't like that at all. Ah. How all of you make what work? Life?
Cold. Need fire.
Need fire. Working while watching me stream. Yeah. Yeah, they have. Let's see. Now, can I... What do I need? I need to go get the tinder and the flowers. Yeah. Thanks. What? I think I have... Not here. Okay. There are other things I can get around here. Hold on. I really gotta pull up a map. I don't want to be wandering around doing nothing. There we go. No? Got nothing here? No map? Alright. Let's see. Nope. Alright. Well. Alright, well, here's what we do then. We just play the game. Heaven forbid we should actually, you know, just enjoy the game. Alright, I know there's something back here. There we go. Flowers. Flowers, flowers. Right there? No? Where are they? I know. There we go. Knew they were in this hall somewhere. Remember, Nate, I normally watch our stream instead of napping or while I'm trying to nap in, in my car while I'm waiting to pick up the kids. A creepy statue. And I will literally use every save point every time I pass it up. I got conditioned in this game. This was probably the first game that conditioned me to touch every save point because it refills your health and all that. Is there something else in there? I don't think so. I didn't walk in. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. I think I got everything. Yeah. What am I doing here? Is this where I started? Oh yes it is. Okay. His feet sound so funky in that hallway. I don't like it. Alright. I keep humming this. Theme.
I need food.
I need food.
What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who? Me?
You cried.
Hey, wait, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood. Give me a break!
So I think this is the first fight where you can actually really die if you're not careful. Excuse me, my goodness. Oh yay, statistical reporting for whatever. You know, that's one of the things I've been thinking about as I am working through trying to think about digital church is, you know, that is a very relevant question. Our metrics, our traditional metrics, which I think are, I mean, I guess I can see why the denomination, why the conferences want them, because how else are you going to quantify things like, you know, to quantify success? It's really hard to quantify discipleship, you know? But that said, even with the traditional metrics,
You on my
it's,
side?
you know, the
Cool.
digital space doesn't really lend itself very well to that. Riku! I love Riku as a useful character. Yeah, Riku takes a lot of work to be strong, but I mean, ultimately, you need her if you want to do anything by way of altering equipment and stuff like that. Well, I guess you need her until you can get somebody else that has steel.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go.
I feel like his reaction here is not the same I would have if somebody pulled me up by my metaphorical hair.
Kemed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Dralnia Drakisha Dave.
Ifun petted. Fapuneket Fedrik. Kuno.
kid did die job.
Hey, that hurts.
Usujek, rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Canis!
Right, whatever.
Tui hod kabeg?
I
said I
feel
don't
like
understand.
you could do all of that communicating without any of that grunting.
Fed. He said you can stay if you make
Sorry,
yourself useful.
it got quiet.
You understand me?
Yeah, I was sitting here, honestly, you know what I was thinking about? I'm
Alright,
sitting here
I'll
watching
work.
game, thinking about the game, but I was also thinking about, I got caught up in my head about the church metrics thing we were talking about. I was just thinking how, how just unhelpful they are in most cases. They over amplify both the good and the bad, and really don't. We try to quantify things that are not really quantifiable. Can't wait until I get to fight there. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
almost forgot.
So anyway, that's all. I sort of got caught up in my head thinking about that. Sphere grid. Yeah, come on. I know all this. Although I better not accidentally hit. Do I need them to explain it again? Now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not... It is true. Multiple people could be watching, but they don't understand how Twitch works. Or how YouTube, that's not live works, you know? Really, you know, when they say that, you should double your online viewers because more people could be watching. That only really works if you're doing like a live stream on Facebook, and that really only made sense when everything was shut down, and we could reasonably expect that families that were watching worship, that were engaging in worship in those ways, that there were probably a few. Like, I know that when I've done that, like the other day, this past Sunday, when I was worshiping, my wife and my son were sitting there also engaged. That only showed up as one viewer, but again, that's not really happening as much with a Twitch video game stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's usually me. And I'd say that's the majority. The majority of how, you know, our people watch Twitch. We're not sitting around watching Twitch in groups. Although, that said, I have thought about next week, when the Game's Done Quick, ADGQ, I think is the winter one,
We found some ancient. It's not active
is
now.
streaming,
We're gonna go down there and act. And then we should
doing
be
a
able-
group watch in our Discord
Okay,
room,
let's get to work.
just letting it run in the
Roger.
background while we hang. So, you know, have thought about doing that. Dive. But you're exactly right though. Even with that metric, it's inexact. So we have these numbers to say, hey, look, I have 50 views or whatever. But we know that it might be more. The depending on the platform too, though, those views mean different things. Like Facebook is notoriously bad for this. You know, I could have 1,000 views, but how many of those are 1 second views? How many of those were like people scrolling through and it showed up on their feed? I mean, that's not nothing, but that's not something I would consider that useful. Right, it misses the point. It completely, most of our metrics miss the point. Again, like to the you know, when we're talking about the over amplifying the bad, like yeah, obviously I'd like to say we had a bunch of baptisms or affirmations of faith, you know, that kind of stuff, but that still doesn't tell the story on whether or not, you know, people are being reached, communities are being affected, suffering is being alleviated, you know, justice is being done. We have no metric that quantifies whether or not compassion and justice are being done. No, of course it doesn't. It does not mean that at all. Honestly, we ought to have a metric that says how many protests has your congregation gone to. You know, we have that metric that says, you know, like how many are in small groups, but boy, do we get to define what that means in really loose terms. And also, again, does it mean anything good is happening there? No. Doesn't necessarily mean bad things are happening or nothing's happening, but the numbers are just that. They're just numbers that don't tell. They can give context to a story, but they don't tell the story. And now this stream watching for you officially can actually count as work. It probably counts as work for me too, which by the way, you're gonna make my wife mad because you made me work. Oh, what am I doing here? Yeah, the most riveting. I have the most riveting Twitch content talking about church metrics. Honestly, though, if we're gonna talk about church metrics, I would absolutely. I don't mind doing it to the backdrop of Final Fantasy at all. At all. Ugh. Oh, is that right? I'm gonna go ahead and say good. Like, that really felt very cash grabby to me, even though I know. I don't know. I'm biased. I'm probably gonna say I'm biased on that whole lawsuit because I love Nirvana so much, and it's not like. I think if that dude wanted to sue anybody, he needed to sue his parents for letting that happen. What am I doing? Other than not doing this correctly. Why did I do that? Because I'm not paying attention. Because now I'm thinking about Nirvana. Oh, what? Shouldn't I be able to move? There we go. So I was like, what am I missing? I knew there was something I was supposed to be able to do there. So now we're talking about Nirvana, and maybe start thinking about Hole, you know, Courtney Love, because that was one of my albums the other day on our 1001 album thing. And I was listening to that album from her, and oh, it just brought me back. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out later when I go for my bike ride. Yay! I am victorious. I'll be interested with that music list to see what else is on that. I guess I could probably go look up, probably find the list of albums online somewhere. But it's gonna be interesting to see which, because I on my own personal list, the first three were just ones I couldn't get down with. They were not for me. Oh, right. How do I get out of here now? There we go. But then we had that one from Hole, and that was nice. And I know everybody else. Oh, come on. What? Go. In. Up. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what buttons do what. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be the noob that can't, Oh. How about I just follow the stupid arrow? Oh my god. I are good at games. Problematic in what way? I mean, I know of the music somewhat, but I guess I'm not aware of any of the particulars surrounding him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd have to say that self-harm seems pretty indicative of a lot of the culture of, you know, coming out of rock in general. It's not something you see in a lot of the other genres. You know, there's something about rock though that brings out, like, not the music itself, but it just seems like the subculture surrounding that has definitely lent itself to that. Yo, I didn't know that. Do it during the live performances. Yeah, that's no good. But I mean, who might have talked? I spent my entire teen years listening to probably some of the most aggressive, least edifying music you could find, but it was definitely a reflection of where I was at the time. It spoke directly to me and my experiences, that's for sure. Yes. Yeah. The Jackass franchise is popular because we like to watch people do stupid things and hurt themselves. I mean, honestly, it's why we like violent sports, right? We like to watch people get hurt.
Hungry.
What is on that tray?
Whoa, right on.
Also, the mouth noises here are terrible. And what exactly did he get stuck?
Hey.
And where? This straight up Sims food. That's right. Ugh.
It's because you eat too fast.
I'd have to say that Titus is the worst character in this whole game. Like, in terms of, from an acting standpoint. Or a, you know, scripting standpoint, even.
Riku.
But he does do a good job at being, you know, the dumb protagonist.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We? We?
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
We are Albed.
We're Albed. Can't you tell?
Also, her
You're not an Albed hater, are you?
her outfit here
I don't even know what an Albed is.
Where
I
are
don't
you
know.
from?
Zanarkand. I'm a blitzball player.
I don't like the color choices, let's put it that way.
Star player of the
Although I'm sure
Zanarkand
they were
Apes.
very intentional.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Zanarkand.
And then they locked me up in a padded
About
room.
life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
Is that right?
You were near Sin.
I did not know that. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
Well, at least then,
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's
at least
toxins,
it's not
yeah.
the actor that's terrible.
You sure?
Maybe,
Yeah, there is
it's
no
just
Zanarkand
the
anymore.
writing.
Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago.
Now it kind of makes me
So,
wonder
no one
if
plays Blitzball
the
there.
obliviousness of this character and the way it's written and the way it's acted was really intentional, or if
What do you
maybe it
mean,
was just
1,000 years
a
ago?
young actor cutting
But
his
I
teeth
saw Sin
on
attack
a
Zanarkand.
big project.
You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
I could definitely hear the ratchet, though. Alright, save. And I think this is probably a good point for me to jump off, because my friend will be here shortly, and we've been doing this for just over an hour, so that's a good time for me. Yeah, this is a good stopping point. So, oh, Nate, thanks for dropping in. I will love to be your backdrop for doing emails and all kinds of stuff, and maybe we can get into more conversations about church metrics. I will catch you later. I'll probably see you over on the Discord. I wish I had some kind of catchy outro like you always have, but yeah, that's not me. Later, y'all.